Hello everyone, this is Buddha Zen Wisdom. We are here to accompany you every day. Today, I want to share the story of Mr. Jiang, who is 63 years old and hurried out after finishing his meal. His elderly partner asked him where he was going. Without turning his head, he replied, "I haven't walked 10,000 steps yet today. I'm going out for a stroll." As the weather becomes more suitable, brisk walking has once again become a popular form of exercise for many people. Like Mr. Jiang, many have taken walking 10,000 steps a day as the gold standard for health and fitness. But have you ever wondered who originated this globally popular health maxim? Does it hold any truth? The concept of walking 10,000 steps a day initially emerged as a marketing strategy. In the past, we often heard medical experts urging citizens to walk 10,000 steps daily to promote blood circulation, enhance cardiopulmonary function, and prevent various chronic diseases. However, why specifically 10,000 steps, rather than 7,000 or 4,000? What scientific rationale lies behind this figure? Experts point out that the notion of walking 10,000 steps a day was originally a marketing tactic used by a Japanese company. The idea can be traced back to Japan in 1963, when the country was preparing for the upcoming Olympic Games. During a societal discussion about the need to promote exercise, a doctor named Dr. Ishii believed that modern living had led to a decline in the physical fitness of the Japanese people. People were becoming too reliant on technology, such as cars and elevators, and their daily food intake was increasing. Dr. Ishii suggested that to combat the convenience of a vegetarian culture, people should walk 10,000 steps daily. He shared this idea with his engineer friend, Jiro Kato. To convince the public and promote the sale of pedometers, Kato conducted an unscientific market survey. He found that the average Japanese person walked approximately 3,500 to 5,000 steps daily, about the number of steps people typically took commuting to and from work. The company thought that since most people could manage 3,500 to 5,000 steps, doubling that number would achieve a fitness effect. 2 years later, Kato founded Yamasa Seiki Company, Limited and launched the world's first portable step counter. Interestingly, the Japanese character for 10,000 looks like a person walking, and combined with the goal of walking 10,000 steps daily, it created a memorable integer target. Consequently, pedometers became a hot seller nationwide. As people discovered they could track their steps, the culture of walking began to proliferate. According to an interview with the Financial Times, organizations like the Japan Walking Association and the Japan 10,000 Steps Club emerged at that time, organizing various hiking events. By the 1980s, Yamasa began selling pedometers abroad, and today, many smartwatches set a goal of 10,000 steps as a standard health measure. Dr. Lindsay Potts, an exercise scientist at the University of Hertfordshire in the UK, noted in an academic article that walking indeed offers various benefits, such as promoting heart and mental health and reducing the risk of obesity. Thus, many people continue to pursue the goal of 10,000 steps. However, he questions the validity of the 10,000 step figure, suggesting it seems more like a marketing strategy than a scientifically validated number. For busy modern workers, achieving this goal can be quite challenging. A 2019 study published by Harvard Medical School compared the health effects of various step counts. The research found that compared to walking 2,700 steps, walking approximately 4,400 steps a day significantly reduced the risk of death in women. The more one walks, the greater the benefits, but the effects plateaued at about 7,500 steps, after which further walking did not yield additional benefits. However, this study focused exclusively on women. In September 2021, a research team led by Amanda Paluch, an assistant professor in kinesiology at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, published findings in the journal JAMA Network Open. They indicated that exceeding 7,000 steps daily effectively lowers the risk of all-cause mortality. Over 14 years, the research group tracked 2,100 middle-aged individuals and found that those who walked more than 7,000 steps daily had a significantly lower risk of death, by approximately 50% to 70%, compared to those who walked fewer than 7,000 steps. However, walking more than that did not provide further health benefits. In 2022, the University of Massachusetts published another study further establishing the theory of 7,000 steps. The team tracked 2,110 middle-aged individuals of various racial backgrounds, aged approximately 38 to 50, over an average observation period of 11 years. During the study, 72 participants died, mostly from cancer and heart disease. The research team statistically considered other factors, such as height, weight, and smoking habits, and found that walking 7,000 steps a day could significantly reduce the risk of death by 50% to 70%. Walking 10,000 steps does not confer additional health benefits. Interestingly, the study also found that differences in walking intensity and speed did not significantly impact the outcomes. In other words, whether one walks briskly or slowly, as long as it totals 7,000 steps, the benefits are relatively similar. Walking is a form of low-intensity, prolonged aerobic exercise that is effective in improving cardiopulmonary function, regulating blood sugar and lipid levels, and alleviating stress. It can be seen as a reasonable goal for healthy adults but is not universally applicable to all ages and fitness levels. For older individuals, aiming for 10,000 steps daily poses significant risks. Many who start walking for exercise do not initially notice any issues with their knees. However, as the duration and frequency of walking increase, they may begin to experience knee pain. This condition primarily arises because knee cartilage thins or wears down over time with use. When cartilage damage accumulates to a certain extent, it can lead to knee osteoarthritis or knee effusion. Walking correctly is essential for health. Since ancient times, walking has been considered a method of maintaining health in traditional Chinese medicine. It promotes blood circulation, strengthens bones, and enhances digestion. Our primary purpose in walking is still exercise. Movement is life. However, even in exercise, one must pay attention to the quantity. Overexercising or choosing activities unsuitable for one's age can not only be unbeneficial to health but can also be harmful. It is important to exercise according to one's capabilities. Health organizations do not suggest a specific number of steps people should take daily but recommend that adults engage in at least 2.5 hours of walking or 1 hour and 15 minutes of running weekly. A healthy adult can aim to walk 10,000 steps a day, but it's best not to exceed 20,000. Middle-aged and older individuals should consider their physical condition and, based on their actual feelings, aim to walk until they break a light sweat. Generally, walking 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day is more suitable, as it achieves exercise benefits while better protecting the knees. For those recovering from serious illness or with mobility issues, a gradual approach is essential. Substituting time for steps, walking 10,000 steps a day requires a considerable time investment, but if you don't measure it by step count, you can integrate brisk walking into daily activities such as walking to the grocery store or to the bus stop. Just 3 10-minute walks each day can yield excellent exercise benefits with less time commitment. 3. Correct posture. Some professions require constant movement, allowing individuals to easily exceed 10,000 steps daily, but does that make them healthier? Not necessarily. Only by walking correctly can one achieve the intended benefits. When walking, keep your chin up, stand tall with your chest out, pull your shoulders back naturally, and swing your arms in rhythm with your steps. Maintaining the right posture can enhance your focus and allow your lungs to work better by taking in more air. It's also advisable to do some warm-up exercises beforehand to increase joint flexibility. 4. Suitable time and place. The afternoon sun is gentle, and the air is plentiful, making it more conducive to walking for fitness. It's not advisable to walk right after eating since blood is concentrated in the stomach at that time, making exercise detrimental to digestion. Exercising while overly hungry is also unadvisable. It's better to choose dedicated exercise spaces or parks for walking, rather than bustling roadside areas where you might inhale excessive car exhaust, dust, and bacteria. Such crowded environments also pose safety risks. That concludes today's share. Here, you will never be alone. A flower represents a world, a leaf embodies a Buddha. Thank you for watching Buddha Zen Wisdom. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Buddha Zen Wisdom will share more quality content with everyone. Your likes are the best support for us. Thank you. Today, I want to share about the importance of mutual need in relationships. As the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. Before engaging with others, everyone tends to evaluate the other person's situation to see if it's worth forming a relationship. If people aren't from the same background, they are less likely to associate closely. Even if they do gather, it may only form a disjointed group. In critical times, such a group can easily fall apart without any sense of collective awareness. You will mingle with circles that reflect who you are. It is challenging for you to integrate into different circles. Some circles may welcome you, but you won't feel warmth or a sense of belonging. A long-term relationship relies on mutual need, whether friendship, romantic relationships, or partnerships, be it emotional support, shared interests, or material exchange. Once the needs are met, the bond can thrive. When the needs are unmet, individuals are less inclined to tolerate discomfort. Each interaction requires a give-and-take process. Hence, friends who benefit from each other's strengths will find joy in interactions. When facing difficulties, the connection will strengthen the bond between them. When you have someone with whom you can be yourself, even if you encounter difficulties, you will find strength in your connection. So, always treat your friends sincerely, allowing them to feel valued. In life, no one stands alone. We can only grow when we work with others. Let's walk together on this path.